What's up, YouTube? MarshmallonFluff here, and I'm going to be doing a deck profile, showing you a deck profile on
Dark Worlds.
So let's see what this guy has to show us.
All right. Obviously, you run the 3 Grapha, mandatory, 3 Snow, 3 Brow. Okay, I like to run 2 Sylvas. I know a lot of people like to run Beige because you can normal summon it and bounce. But a lot of the time, I actually don't need that. I usually get Sylvas when I need it, and I run Trans Archfiend, so I mean, I can always get monsters back to summon and then bounce for Grapha. It's really never an issue for me, so I just prefer Sylva. Also, he's stronger, he's just a beater. I run 2 Trans. His effect is just too broken not to run. You get off a Grapha, destroy something on the field, get to draw, get to special, get to search, anything. Destroy this card just to get a banished monster. I run 2 Torguides. Don't run any targets, you don't really need to. You run Brow, and plus you can always bounce the Brow for a Grapha. You run 3 Gates, which is pretty obvious. 3 Dark World Dealings. 3 Drag Downs. Card Destruction. I like to run 2 Upstarts. Most of the time with Dark Worlds, you don't worry about their life points being higher because you can just beat it out of them. I mean, all of your monsters are really strong. Plus, this gets you a draw, it gets your engine off faster. You run a Lure because you run Trans. I mean, even if you banish one of your monsters, you could just get it back with Trans. I main deck 2 MSTs. Dark Hole. This is a tech card. I love this card. Call the Haunted. A lot of the times, I won't have something to summon. Like, if I don't have something to summon to get Grapha on the field, I could just call, bounce to hand, and special for Grapha. Plus, I get to reuse that monster. Like, I could search for Snow again. I could draw for Brow. It's just too good. And plus, I could always set it, and if someone MSTs it, I could call back Trans. And then if Trans gets destroyed, I mean, you get the banish back to your hand.
Instead of you doing Upstart, why don't you do 1 day apiece instead of Upstart?
Because you can only run 1.
1 Upstart, one.
And because if I use Upstart, if I use 1 day apiece, I can't attack them that turn. I can't go. Well, I can, but I mean, I'm gonna do this before my battle phase so I could get my stuff off.
And also,
okay.
One more thing. Also, also with Call of Hunter, do you find that your monsters being removed from play luck?
Not a lot. Why?
Because there's also
Banishing
another card.
Gates.
Yeah, because you're using Gates effect, you're banishing monsters, right?
Oh, I know, but I still have a bunch in the graveyard.
I know.
Because a lot of times people get rid of Gates fast.
I know. I was thinking about doing one Call of Hunter and one of another card down.
Return from a different dimension.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right there.
I already thought about that. I run 2 Torrentials. You can bring back most of your monsters almost every turn, and plus if your opponent's setting up for a big play that you don't want them to have on the field, you can just Torrential and then get your stuff back next turn. I run 2 Compulse. I just love this card in general because you could bounce Exceeds back to the extra deck, you could get over a problem monster. I mean, it's just a really good card. Right now I'm only playing 2 Mind Crush. I'm probably going to go into a 3rd. I haven't completely made my changes for the new ban list. This card's broken, especially with Drag Down to the Grave. Use Mind Crush, and if you just want to get off your monster's effect, you call wrong purposely, or you could call what you think is in their hand, then you can Mind Crush, and you can Drag Down and then Mind Crush what you saw out of their hand. And last, I run Starlight Road. I mean, that's honestly an obvious with all the back row you're running. I used to run 2, but I found that you dead draw it a lot.
Okay, so let's see the extra deck.
Extra deck, for the rank 3s, I run Zenmains. Zenmains is just nice to sit on, plus he gets to destroy. It's great. Tempo, people exceed too much. I like getting rid of their materials. I don't like them getting off effects. Leviathan, you get to dump a Dark World monster into your graveyard faster to banish for Gates, probably. Leviair, you get to bring back Dark World monsters to bounce for Grapha that you banish with Gates. It's great. And last but not least, Acid Golem. Honestly, I rarely bring this out, but if I do bring it out, it's just a beater. If I'm going for game before I need to like suicide into a 3k attack monster. 4s, I run Utopia. I mean, I don't make it much, but it's always nice to stall for a few turns if you can. Cowboy wins a lot of games. I mean, if you're going for game and there's always that little bit left, you can just summon this and then, you know, burn the last life points. Maystroke is also a great card to sit on. Plus, it's a Book of Moon effect, so you can just attack over their problem monsters. And Black Corn is the last rank 4. Black Corn is ridiculous. I feel like it's a staple card in almost most decks now because there's so many monsters. There's so many monsters that you can't get over because you don't want them being destroyed to get their effect. You could just send them to the graveyard and they won't get their effects. You could send stuff like Zenmaines, Gotchi, Marshmallon, and you'd be surprised how many times people could just sit on a Marshmallon.
That's true.
3 rank 5s. I run Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja. He's honestly just a filler. I might find something different, but he's nice to sit on, honestly, and he's got a decent attack. Leo Arms, he's another beat stick. He's 3k, but I mean, at least he's not the problem like Acid Golem where you can't special summon and you can't take burn damage. Tiras. Tiras is just a great effect. I mean, if you attack over a monster, you get to destroy something with her effect. Plus, she can't be destroyed by card effects for at least 2 turns. I play 2 Heliopolis. You can bring Grapha out so easily. I just love exceeding with 2 Graphas, tributing monsters. I could call back Grapha, or I could bounce monsters to get Grapha back out and go for the OTK. That's why I run 2 of those. And last but not least, I run Stardust for the Starlight Road.
Alright.
Question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of Heliopolis, when Volcanosaurus come out, will you be switching one out for the other?
Yeah, probably. I'll probably run one of both.
Alright. Well, guys, this has been a deck profile on Dark World, so please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.